Hey guys, Peyton Snavek here again, for another live video for you guys today. It says live, I'm trying to make sure it is, though. Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure it is. I always like to make this stuff, check the stuff and just, make sure, Okay, it says live right here, okay. Okay, it says live right here, okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, it says live right here, okay. Alright, sorry about that. Now this is, obviously you guys can tell this is my second live video. I'm kind of new to this, so yeah, and even like the, what do you call it? The, shit. The, what the hell you call it? When you take the pictures, the thumbnails, I'm new to that as well. Alright, but anyway, but in this video, since and you guys probably know what I'm going to be doing, because from the title of this video, going to be, talking about, because since the new, Chucky movie came out, I'm going to be talking about, all the Chucky movies that came out, like from 1988 to 2017, which would be the brand new Chucky, called it Chucky, but that's not till later on in this video. So, yeah, let's get started. And basically, I got all of the editions I had, because I am really, like, a really big fan of the Chucky films. Alright, so, why the hell is it? It keeps saying bad connection, I don't know, like... Okay, well, fuck it, anyway, So, I'm gonna start off with, the first to be born, Child's Play on Blu-ray. Now, as you guys can obviously tell, if you're, like, a Blu-ray fan or whatever kind of fan you are, this is the, I think this is the first, edition that came out, in 2008. Well, I think in 2008, it came out with, with the DVD and Blu-ray, but this one just has the Blu-ray in it. But yeah, but this one I had to get on Amazon because back then I could not even find, like, the original copy of this. Because, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of box sets, like I'm always saying. And, I don't know, I'm just weird with box sets, and I'll talk about the new box set later on when I get to, the new Chucky. But, anyway, this one I got on Amazon for, like, $3 or something. I got this very cheap, but, and I do know, and now Walmart, because, Walmart's got, like, the Blu-ray of this on sale for, like, $7, because, for Halloween time. Why the fuck does it keep saying... Alright, you know what, screw it, I ain't gonna really care. I don't even know if that... Does that really matter, guys? Just let me know, if that really matters. I don't even know if it does. But anyway... yeah, so finally I got this first one on Blu-ray. And I always, this is the one I always watched often when I was like 2 years old. Let me tell you about that. I remember watching this movie over and over and over again, and it was the same thing with the Cujo movie. I remember I just watched this movie so many damn times that I just acted out, and, my mom had to hide it from me, and I think it was like 4 years, maybe 5 years later, I got to watch it again. I remember I watched it on TV one day, and when it was over, I was like, man, I really missed that movie. And then it came back. My mom gave me back the DVD, and I watched it again, and of course I did the same thing, acted out again, and then she hid it from me again. But yeah, but Chucky is basically, like my childhood, I guess you could say, in my opinion. I mean, well, it sure as hell was. I mean, the way I was excited over it, but who wouldn't be? But, and if you guys have not seen any of these movies, like, if you guys have not seen this one, it's about, this one's about, Charles Lee Ray. He, And by the way, there is going to be a lot of spoilers for these Chucky movies if you guys don't want to be spoiled or anything. But this one is about Charles Lee Ray, which is played by Brad Dourif. He ends up getting chased by the cops, and he's this, like, Lakeshore Strangler, and he gets shot, and he goes into this, breaks into this toy store, and as he's dying, he puts this, like, voodoo spell on this good guy doll, and the good guy doll that he possesses ends up going to this kid named Andy Barkley, which is played by Alex Vincent, which he is a very good actor. And he ends up getting the one that Charles Lee Ray is possessing, and then people are starting to die off one by one in his house, and the cops had no idea what is going on, and they're basically thinking, okay, what if it's this kid that's doing all this? Is it him, or like what in the world is going on? And and Andy basically, he's the only one who basically knows the real truth, and he's saying that it's Chucky doing it, it's this doll that's doing it, and everyone is like, well, how in the heck can a doll be doing all this? Or is this doll really doing it, or is there more to this? And and obviously we all know the answer to what's going on to it. But this Blu-ray has a lot of special features on it. I know, because it came out to Screen Factory last year, it has like a lot more special features than this one does. But the ones you get on here, it includes audio commentary with Alex Vincent, Catherine Hicks, and the Chucky designer Kevin Yeager, I guess that's how you say it. An audio commentary with producer Kevin Tershine, whatever the fuck that says. Screenwriter Don Mancini. Scene-specific Chucky commentaries introducing Chucky, the making of Child's Play, vintage featurette. Evil Comes in Small Packages featurette. The Birth of Chucky, Creating the Horror Unleashed. Chucky Building a Nightmare featurette. A Monster Convention featurette. And the trailer, the original trailer, and still photo gallery. But out of all, like, the Chucky movies, I think this one, the third one, and the brand new one, and maybe Curse of Chucky is my favorite, But 2, 4, and 5, or Bride and Seed, they're okay. I like them. But this one was always a big fan of me. I got one. Okay, William Stafford. Okay, says hi. Oh, what's up, guy? How you doing? By the way, as I'm doing this video, if you guys have something you want to say to me, just I see it right here on the phone. Got any questions for me about any of the Chucky movies or anything at all that doesn't really have anything to do with the Chucky movies? Let me down below. Is Nick here? Oh, it's Nick here. Okay, nice to meet you. Your name's Nick. I don't know what that from William Stafford. I guess I think that's what it said. William something. Okay, but anyway, but always a big fan of this movie. And of course, Nikki for Life. This is my brother's account. Love Chucky. Yep, I love it too, William Stafford. Yep. Alright, but anyway. Now this one, now before I had a Blu-ray player, because I got a Blu-ray player in 2013, I got this set. No, my name's Nick. Okay. Anyway, because I know, the original, because back then, Chucky, yeah, Chucky. But anyway, I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. But anyway, because back then, when I was, like, 2, it was, the original, MGM DVD release that I got, but it messed up because, I watched it so many damn times, and this set, I got the set in 2012, which, it was this double feature here. It includes the original Carrie and, Child's Play, obviously, of course. And, again, obviously, I got this for the first Chucky, because, I mean, Carrie I did not really see back then, and wasn't really interested in it, but I watched it anyway, and I liked Carrie, but we're not... Which one is your favorite? Okay, well, William Stafford. Out of all the Chucky movies, I think the first one, the third one, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky is my favorite. I think those are my favorite ones. Parts 2, my name's Nick. Oh, sorry, Nick. I'm sorry, Nick. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. Forgive me, I'm sorry. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, parts 1, 3, Cult, and Curse of Chucky are my favorites. Part 2, I like Part 2, I mean, it's not my favorite, but I love it, though. I love it. I mean, I think Part 1, 3, and the newer ones are really my favorite, though. And Bride and Seed are okay, too. I know people hate the Seed, but you know what? I don't think it was terrible, but I liked it. But anyway, and the DVD of this, and I kind of like the way, the DVD for, this what it looks, has, like, yeah, I agree with you. I always kind of like to see the Chucky. But this is what the, I really like how this disc looks. It has, like, the picture of the knife right there from, well, obviously, from, I'm getting a little bit nervous, I'm sorry. This is, like, my second time doing a live video. Alright, but this is, the 20th birthday edition of this, so, and it's same special features as the Blu-ray. I mean, I don't think there's anything different, really. But yeah, yeah, so now on to, yep, I own them all, and, yep, I own them all, Nick, and you're about to see them, you're about to see them all in this video, so, this next one I have here is the Chucky, the Killer DVD collection here, DVD, but, well, not really, not the entire collection, really, because obviously back then this was released in 2008, so we didn't have Curse, or obviously not Cult yet, because that's brand new, so, and this one does not include the first one, because, the first one, this one includes Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride, and Seed of Chucky, so, yeah, but the first Chucky's not in this, and that's because, only the first Chucky was, had the right, I think MGM had the rights to, the first Chucky, and parts, from parts 2 to the new one is from Universal, and, and yes, I do know that all of these are on Blu-ray from that box set, and yes, it came out, and I know the first box set that came out in 2013 when, Curse of Chucky was new, I mean, I didn't really want to get that one, but, the way the newer one looks, because, I mean, I only really like it if, like, box sets, if it has, like, if it comes in, like, a regular, like, Blu-ray case, but, and it does come with, like, a regular, like, Blu-ray case, it's just, like, bigger. I mean, I might get that, I'll think about it. I don't know if I want to get that, right now, because it's, like, too expensive. I don't know how much it would be worth now. I think probably since it's new, probably like $40 to $50. I don't know, but I could get that. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about Child's Play 2, shall we? So Child's Play 2. Yep, I should do that. But I am, Nick, I am thinking about getting that set. But yeah, I think I should wait for the price to go down, because I don't know how much it costs. Because which I'll talk about that in a sec, or later on, but anyway. Oh, that if you heard that noise, I posted a picture of my new Chucky Blu-ray on Facebook, and that was my cousin replying to it, which I'll look at that up later. Alright, but part 2 is basically has Alex Vincent in it. And this is about him. He's at this, like, foster home well, this family foster home, and he's like traumatized after stuff that happened with him and Chucky, and he's every time he sees like a good guy doll, he's always thinking about Chucky. He thinks it's Chucky, and Chucky, of course, comes back, returns, and tries to take over his soul because he's of course the first person he got to know the secret from, and it was always and the second one was always pretty cool too. I always kind of liked that one, and and I hope one day, like, cause because I do know that when I watched I remember watching the second one time on Sci-Fi. I know like there was like an extended cut. Because I always remembered when I first watched it, I remembered the end credits. Like during the end credits, it was showing like them making like the Chucky doll or something. Then when I watched Child's Play 2 again, it didn't show that. And I'm like, I could have sworn I remember seeing something like that. Wasn't there something like that? But then I watched on YouTube, there was like deleted scenes and extended like a TV version. So I'm like, oh, I knew there was something like that, And I do know that there is a Child's Play 2 extended edition out on DVD, but that's out of print, I heard. I think it was like a limited edition or like a Comic-Con or not like a horror convention exclusive type thing, but but I kind of hope that maybe like one day maybe Scream Factory or something, I don't know. What doesn't really have to be Scream Factory, but I mean it would be cool if Scream Factory could put part 2 and part 3, because part 3 also had like a TV cut, I believe. I know there was like deleted scenes. They put them out to Scream Factory, and they have like the TV cuts or like the deleted scenes or something, or like some type of like special features. And by the way, I just heard something about like it was like a couple days ago, and I understand why they didn't put it on like the Scream Factory Blu-ray release, because they said it was lost. They said something about that there was like some like deleted scenes for like the first one, but they said it's lost footage, so I guess they don't know where that footage is. But yeah, but anyway, I know I'm talking random as fuck right now, but anyway, now part 3, which is again that was like one of my other favorite sequels. Part 3, which was the one when they had that new Andy Barclay, which is played by Justin Whaling. Yeah, Justin Whaling. Which, if you don't know, he was the guy who played on Serial Mom, which was one of my favorite John Waters films, and this is basically supposed to be 8 years later. So, and this one's about him, Chucky, at the military school, and Andy Barclay's at the military school, and of course, Chucky once again follows him. Well, he starts to go follows Andy, but then he finds this new kid, Ronald Tyler, I think that's his name, and there's a scene when he's like, "Wait a minute, I got a new body, and I didn't tell anyone." He goes and take the Tyler character's soul, and and of course Andy's trying to warn Tyler to stay away from Chucky. Ronald doesn't believe him, and and murders are starting to happen one by one. And I always kind of like, the thing, and the only reason I really like part 3, I love the music to it. I love the music to all these Chucky movies. I really love the setting in that. I really love that setting at the theme park. That was a pretty freaking cool setting. AJ farted big time. Yeah, it's kind of funny there. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, I always really like the setting to part 3. Alright, so now, we're gonna go with Bride of Chucky, which technically, in a sort of way, does not really have anything. There's kind of like no connection to part 3 whatsoever. I cannot fucking talk. Alright, but anyway, whatsoever, there's no connection to part 3. I mean, the only thing I think is connected is the part about the stitches, because, you know, in part 3, Chucky gets killed by the fan, and that one, it's the one with Jennifer Tilly in it, and, you know, she ends up finding the torn up Chucky doll, and ends up sewing him back together, bringing him back to life, and of course, you know, Chucky is going around killing people one by one again, and this time he's not alone. He's got Tiffany. You know, he ends up killing Jennifer Tilly's character, putting her soul into this one doll. It was like a bride type doll. I can't remember what kind of doll it was, but, and of course, and you know, and most people think that it's Bride of Chucky's, you know, but I always kind of like that one. But yeah, alright. And now the next one on here, and of course you get Seed of Chucky, which it's kind of a shame because in this set you only get the theatrical version, which, you know, and yes, I could get...
Greetings. I want to play a game. You have 30 seconds to answer your cell phone. If you don't, you will have to...
Hang on, guys. I got... A lot of these people are text messaging me. Alright, but anyway, yeah, but Seed of Chucky, everyone thought was the worst. I did not really think it was that terrible. I mean, the only thing I kind of wish this set would have is the extended edition, but it doesn't, just the theatrical. You know, and I could get the extended edition on that DVD, but, you know, I mean, I'm just kind of waiting, you know, because, you know, I'm kind of just waiting, because maybe one day, you know, they'll, like, release, like, the rest of them in, like, separate, like, you know, Blu-ray release sets, you know what I mean? But I know that the Canadian version, or in Canada, they have, like, a separate Blu-ray release of Seed of Chucky, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Does it have the extended edition? I mean, just let me know down below, or let me know on here now if it does. Because, I mean, if it does, I could get it. I will get it. But if it doesn't, I don't know if I might not. Because then, like, what's the point? I mean, the only thing I'm just getting is the exact same movie, just not the extended edition, you know? I mean, but anyway, Seed of Chucky, yes, it has the Tiffany character in it, and obviously Chucky. It's basically a sequel to Bride of Chucky. But it's the one when they had, or Glenda, whatever, and it was very, very, very comedic. That's why everyone really hates it, because it really wasn't like a Child's Play type movie. I mean, okay, I can kind of see where that it's going, but, you know, again, I always kind of liked it. Again, repeating, like, since for like 23 minutes now, I always really loved the Chucky movies. And, you know, when Seed of Chucky, to me, I would first movies. It's really, really awful, but for some reason, I don't know what it is about it, but I just always kind of liked it. You know, but, yeah. But I always really loved this set. Oh, and by the way, too, in case you guys were wondering what the disc looks like, it's a 2-disc set's flipper disc, so yeah. Alright, so now, on to the next one, which is the Curse of Chucky, Blu-ray. And, now this one, I remember, when I first heard about it, I remember hearing it in, like, 2012, and I was really excited to see this, and when it first came out, it was like $20. I did not have a Blu-ray player back then. I think because I got the Blu-ray player on Christmas, December 25th, 2013. But, you know, when I looked on Redbox, you know, the damn thing was, like, sold out, both DVD and Blu-ray, and I think I went to one Redbox, which was in Bredner's, and there was like a few copies left, so I did get the copy. And on the day when I did get money, I went to Walmart, and the fucking thing was sold out. So, that just tells me, I guess people are really that big a fan of Chucky. I guess when it comes to, when it comes to the, Chucky, oh yeah, it's gonna be sold out in, like, that fast. Because it just, I just saw the proof right there, so. But this one is when they bring back, basically, the seriousness of it, which, and I don't, here's the thing I don't really get. Like, what do people really mean by, like, serious comedic films? I mean, for, like, Chucky, I mean, there's, especially, like, with the Chucky character, I don't really see anything, like, serious. I mean, Chucky's always been comedic from the start, I mean, I'm guessing they're meaning, like, very, 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 very comedic, like, Bride and Seed of Chucky. I'm guessing that's what they mean. Because I know Bride and Seed of Chucky, they were comedic. So I'm guessing they're meaning, like, there's only, like, a couple things, all the movies that Chucky says are, like, very comedic. I'll always watch the Chucky movies no matter what. But anyway, but this one is just because, and it's about, and this is the one with, Fiona Dorff in it, Brad Dorff's, daughter. She's in a wheelchair, and she ends up getting sent the Chucky doll. No one doesn't know who sent it. And, and there's murders that are happening one by one, and, Nika, her character's mother, ends up apparently committing suicide, and, and people's like, she couldn't have committed suicide. I mean, what's going on? And, and everyone is looking, and, and everyone's dying one by one, and, you get the little girl, Alice character, who is basically like sort of like the Andy Barclay character and the Ronald Tyler character, and and I really don't want to spoil this, because I mean, this movie was always pretty cool, and yeah, and it was really hard to get it especially when it first came out, but yeah, and I really do love what they do in the after credits, because it was freaking cool what they did. But yeah, I am glad I did get this though. But I got that in, like, I want to say in March, because in 2013, this is what I ended up getting instead of this Blu-ray, because obviously, again, I did not have a Blu-ray player back then, but I did have a DVD player. And so I got this instead. A crappy bootleg. And this was from my mom's friend from work. So, and and it's, even though if it's a bootleg, I was, kind of happy I did have the movie still, But this is what the bootleg looked like. But yeah, well, obviously that's what a bootleg is going to look like. But, and I didn't even, the kind of thing it was kind of sad to me, because I didn't know if it had, like, the unrated version or what, and it does. This does have the unrated version, so yeah. But I do love this artwork. I did print it out for it, though. I had another cover art for it, but I did not really like it, because plus it was, like, too dark, and I kind of really like this better. I like how it, Chucky's eyes like that closed, Yeah, and back right here I did print, like, the picture of, like, Chucky from the first film. Yeah. And now the moment you all been waiting for. So yeah, this is basically, I guess you can say, like, a sneak peek on my next DVD and Blu-ray update. And it's BAM! The Cult of Chucky. And in case you guys are wondering, where's your slipcover for it? Well, I did get one, but I kind of threw it away, and I only kept this, the lenticular slipcover, as you saw for, like, my thumbnail thing. But yeah, comes with, like, this very cool, like, slipcover. And if you guys didn't watch the video of me reviewing this last week, I did review about it, and I watched it a week early before it came out, and absolutely loved this fucking thing. really love it. I ended up getting this last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, because I knew how popular these movies are, and I knew, of course, that the thing was going to be sold out if I got it like at 9 a.m., you know? And so, because I mean, again, I knew how, like, the Curse of Chucky was going to win out, so I knew that if that was going to happen with Curse, why not with Cult? And I think, and I ended up, and in fact, one of the Walmart workers, they were already just about to stock this thing when I saw it, so I ended up getting this right before they were stocking it, so that was kind of cool that I actually got it like that. So you see me having to worry about seeing it? Well, anyway, what was the kind of point? I mean, going out to rush it, because I already did see it, but I still wanted the movie, you know, just to say that I have it, you know. But anyway, but what this movie's about, now this is basically sort of like a continuing to like Curse of Chucky. You know, Nika Fiona Dorff is in this again. The girl in the wheelchair. She gets accused for like she's getting blamed for like the murders that happened in the last movie, and she ends up getting sent to this insane asylum, which the insane asylum was very freaking creepy, if you ask me. I mean, it was like a and I haven't even seen a movie. I don't even think I can't really think of a movie that's been out. Well, I can't really think of the last movie that's ever been made that takes place in a hospital like this. Well, other than that movie, was that Insanitarium, the one about the zombies or cannibals, the people turning, like the doctors turning the patients into like cannibal killers or something, which that was a creepy movie. But alright, but this one, yeah, takes place in the hospital, and of course, what happens is, there's, you know, people are in the hospital, like the patients in there are scared of Nika's, Fiona Dorff's character, and, because, you know, all the murders she apparently did, which she didn't, and Chucky did, obviously, and, you know, she's like, I don't blame you for being scared of me, and one of the psychiatrists, or the doctors, whatever, he's like, I have something that can, put this all to rest, and he has this Chucky doll, and, sorry, but another thing that ends up happening is, not only that, but there's a scene when, Jennifer Tilly's character, Tiffany, she ends up coming to visit Nika, and the girl, the Alice character from the last movie, apparently is dead, because that's what Tiffany says, because apparently Tiffany was was her, guardian or something, and then Tiffany ends up saying, well, here, Alice told me to give you this to remember her by, and then, Tiffany ends up giving, Nika a Chucky doll. So now apparently there's apparently supposed to be 2 Chucky dolls. So, but which one's the real one? The one sent from Tiffany, or the one at the hospital? And I really don't want to really get into too much detail with this, because this movie was really cool. And I know I did have like a lot of spoilers for like when I reviewed this last week. But this movie was freaking cool. Always loved it. Or, I really loved it. Why did I say always loved it? I mean, what did I see it in like 20 years ago? I don't know. I cannot talk. I can never talk. Alright, but anyway, yeah, but I really loved the setting to this movie. Really loved it. Absolutely enjoyed it. And I really hope Don Mancini... I mean, I'm absolutely enjoying these movies, just for what they are. I know, and I know there's been a lot of mixed reviews of this, but you know what? I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't really care what they say. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, if you guys are a big fan of the Chucky movies, definitely give this one a try, because it was pretty cool, and And there is something that they do after the credits, which I'm not going to ruin what that was, but it was freaking cool. It was as cool as what they did after the end credits in Curse of Chucky, which, again, I'm not going to ruin on that one. But yeah, I really loved this movie. Absolutely loved it. Alright, but anyway, guys, so that was basically all my review, and sort of like my collection for all the Chucky movies. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this second live video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys probably either tomorrow or either Thursday, because I'm going to be reviewing the new Homicide Hunter, not South Park, because I don't think it comes on tomorrow. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.